after the incomplete pass. Here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns add on to their lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Harkey adds the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Airing one out for Boyd. And he fires one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Following the interception, Mayfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
By the Bengals. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken.
Number 88.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
In this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them that they need him late in the game. His confidence should be sky high.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Bengals with work to do in this 3rd quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you
the Bengals drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing
Oh, he's loose!
pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Rolling to his right. The one he was looking for, and it's third down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity. Most teams want him to hand it off because when he takes off and goes, he can break down the defense.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Markey with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense.
Come on, Byron. You got to pick that, bro.
And now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And he knocks it through. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Oh! Whoa.
After the
Bro,
pick
that's
six, they
cheating,
go
bro.
right
I
back
had
to
to
the
pick.
air. Firing quickly
But they
here,
call
and that's
passing
complete.
interference.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3.
32-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He's done his part sailing past the century mark on the ground with rushing yardage, but his team, a different story.
Yeah, they're down big in this ball game, so sometimes you wonder to yourself how much of that is him with a great performance and how much of that is the defense just loosening up because they have a big lead.
Oh! Man, also, why are my niggas dropping picks, bro?
Wide open receiver.
What the fuck, man?
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. These guys will get the football back
At their own 13-yard line.
The play action
Shit.
fake.
Who the-
To throw.
That's the way you fucking
Nowhere
play
to
that
go
shit.
here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
It's now second and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6. To throw again. They run it again with Chubb. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 35. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with third down and just a yard to go.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up third and 1.
Seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
That's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half.
A run for Nick Chubb. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
And while we may be looking at this scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And how about the quick feet there as he made a man miss on his way to a solid gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And again, it's Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows?
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
They run the counter now on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. That might be made defensively. They'll set up a throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Well, he's not no more, bro. That's why you don't see me saying shit.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Martin!
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to
Stretch left, stretch right, too.
on 3rd down.
Best of them.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh,
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now at 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They're continuing to rock and roll, and at intermission, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. Like, we're doing really well. I remember one time someone saying, Winning's fun.
Oh!
But so is
Bro,
really
Boone, I'm gonna pick. Oh my God, Boone should have picked that shit.
That was the message, to keep the
fuck,
intensity
man?
up, to keep things going. And that's exactly what
They
we're
be
seeing.
saving holes, bro.
Help them extend their lead. And this shot downfield on second
Yeah, he
down is
caught that
brought
shit. They
in.
be saving holes, man. I
All the
swear.
way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And this offense is running away with this one.
In order to lead in a game, you got to get plenty of contributors. But that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Incomplete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. So the big play gets fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
Go!
And this will not be brought out. It's a
Eli.
touchback.
At their own
Eli.
25-yard line.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the lines.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
He certainly is. He's slowing the game down himself.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. He's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this. Back to throw now on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep a defense honest where the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. From the gun, again to Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Quickly here, and that's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards on that last. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Oh my God, bro. This shit close, but come on, bro. I gotta make this some of them fucking picks, bro. Damn.
And he's gonna keep
I'm on that shit, man.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progression.
Anybody else
Not
got a wolf in front of
not
him,
there.
man?
After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Cincinnati.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Boom.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Jackson steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Give me that. Byron Murphy. Come on, let's go. Ooh. Let's go, boy. Fuck wrong with you, nigga. Best pass in my ass.
They'll drop to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss.
Somebody say he was top 3. Somebody say he was top 3 now.
For negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Flushed out right. As he gets this one away. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
You've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback. Almost no matter
Oh,
the
my
situation.
God. Damn,
In
that
this
shit
case,
was
though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4.
And they had an extra defense.
Taysom Hill. I told you. I told you, boy. I put him
He tried
in.
to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Oh, wow.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Myles Garrett, and this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers they'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Carl Lawson on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. He's looking pretty good right now. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game of the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of... It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's It's a gain of 7. Brings up third
and short yardage. Mayfield. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him as it is. It'll go as a 19-yard return. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before. Trying to make sure they just
everybody has to do this,
really
man.
beat up in that situation.
Now,
good luck to them.
Just a formality now, but here's the extra point.
AI dummy out
The
of
kick
shit.
makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
Well, on the one
Howard.
side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for Cleveland, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. Thanks for...
We got to get three out of this one.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Buying time to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's
What's up,
picked
running,
up by
man?
the Steelers. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away. Tuck it away because you've got to take care of the ball. You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
the 3-yard line.
Man, that ass me hit wrong button.
They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Pick up a 2.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time he is in. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Ravens 30.
Extra point put through by Boswell.
Full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there, almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
He was covered by
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Oh, shit.
Midfield, close to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Tucker now to add the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Ravens 37, Steelers 27.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand... Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one. Under pressure, they got him again.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive. produces that kind of yardage, not a great start.
The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Yeah, they got it bound.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to
They
give
go.
the fans a lot of
Thompson.
being
I'm
able
gonna make that
to
boy
do
beast.
this.
Don't stop. Go.
But you and I both know it goes deeper than that.
Hey, that boy. I'm gonna make that boy beast, boy. I'm gonna make him a fucking household name.
And say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak?
Yeah.
And it really came together.
That
with the
nigga,
week of
man. That nigga be
practice.
balling.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Ravens 46, Steelers 27.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
Justin Tucker to kick off for
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's
Bro,
all that's
they
left
made
because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see
this
how
shit
they
open. They
actually
made Kyler Murray
against the
hesitate in the
defense.
backfield and
There
shit.
are a lot of
That shit's
people
so
watching the
fucking
body
stupid.
language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
JJ.
For the Ravens, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6 and 4. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, it was a game they really needed as they
Bro,
dropped
what the
back
fuck?
to 4 and 6.
How was that, bro?
And
How my
they'll
nigga
try to
start
make
running
amends
with
next
that
week
stop?
as they host the Cleveland Browns. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be
get
here
that shit,
again.
bro.
It's
I
the
need to start running
NFL
with nigga that
on
stop
EA
running.
Sports.
Timeouts, my boy. God. We got to use the timeout.
Jake from State Farm, I knew it.
Dad, look!
Christmas!
Ooh, see? Surprising. Just like State Farm's surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Meeting for the third time, as Nick alluded to. The Thunder won here back on March 14th, lost in Memphis, so the home team has won every game. And away we go here from downtown Oklahoma City on the baseline.
That's good defense by all, just to not let him turn and go over the top.
And Anderson doing a lot of work to get that one up. Kind of forced that hook shot and got it to go. As we saw at times, particularly in the game against the Houston Rockets, he's the one bringing it across the timeline. As he'll pull up, stops, pops, and hits right there with Brooks in the vicinity. But him bringing the ball up the floor is definitely a new dimension to his game. Something he's tried to incorporate, as Anderson somehow stayed in the air long enough to get it up and in. Ball sent back out to the perimeter. Help defense for Memphis came over. Well timed. Thunder trying to snap it around the perimeter as Maladone lines it up and knocks it down. Horford trailing the play, but uses the speed there, follows his miss, and on the second effort he gets it to go.
Valanciunas is in the area. He's going to tap the ball away or get those big mitts on it, where he's averaging almost right at 13 a game.
Allen at 40% on the season.
In the NBA at assist to turnover ratio, which means they don't turn the ball over a lot, folks. And they create a lot of assists for one another.
Well, Grayson Allen heating up a little bit here in the first quarter.
Just don't turn it over. A 1.97 to advantage.
Boy, we've got Al Horford and Moses Brown on the floor at the same time. 4 or 5 times before it's finally collected by Moses Brown, who just inhaled rebounds against Minnesota. And there he is with the easy slam off that nice pass from Dort. Well, the Thunder have calmed this game down after Memphis got off to a quick start. And Ty Jerome steps behind the line, and that is a 3.
Yes! Together, we're a team.
Our future begins.
Spring driving is here, and the countdown to luxury has begun at your local Cadillac showroom. Experience the iconic style and bold sophistication in a Cadillac SUV. Reward yourself and move up to a Cadillac.
Get 0.9% APR for 72 months on 2021 Cadillac XT4, XT5, and XT6. Visit your local Cadillac dealer today.
Williams, tough step back on the fadeaway. Left it a little bit short. As Melton, and he will drill the 3.
It's pretty impressive considering this team is one of the best teams at scoring off the turnovers. Now that's going to change there.
That's going to change. Certainly a point of emphasis for OKC is now the Thunder going to turn over the Grizzlies as Mihailuk stampeding ahead as Brown inside has the mismatch and is able to finish inside on Bane. Good recognition there by Williams. Well, one of that big assets that Mark Daigneault referenced was just his motor and just his constant willingness to get up and down the floor, and there is Pokusevski.
And that's what it's all about. It's been a long season, a season of change for all the guys. It's just nice to see them having fun.
Happy, supportive bench, and an offensive putback there from Valanciunas. This is shooting in college. Big step with the line being closer and whatnot, but still a reliable stroke, and there it is, floating it up and in, but this one from the lane. You see kind of in between like Valanciunas. You got the really skilled centers like Nikola Jokic, as Dylan Brooks is going to get a possible and one. As Allen, gotta be aware of where he is on the floor. It takes a little bump there from Jerome and gets the roll.
None other than Moses Brown chasing that loose ball down. That's still a rebound, folks.
He's one rebound away from a double-double.
That's funny.
And Pokusevski is feeling it as he drills one from the outside.
Anthony Davis, no LeBron James, both of them out indefinitely. And a lot of teams have been playing good basketball all season anyway. That's a nice move by Lou Dort as he evades a defender.
The double team came over on Horford looking for the open man. Fires it back out to Dort, gets it right back as he flares out for the screen. Perfectly executed three. Then quickly down the other way, and he turns it over.
A good read by Lou Dort. Sitting back there, just waiting on that pass. And look what it leads to.
Horford, fleet of foot.
And George Hill was talking to him on the last timeout about, just staying vertical.
Oh, what a finish. Inside, it's Dort again.
He's been shooting it with confidence all season.
2 minutes.
Well, it's the Thunder that have turned over Memphis 8 times as Morant finally gets into the scoring column. Has found the adhesion that it's wanted while limiting Memphis to 19. So very fruitful quarter so far. Pokusevski had the pass deflected, and Clark not messing around with the transition slam. Mallet on, little stutter step, but Clark stayed with him step for step. As the Thunder in the vicinity, potentially double teaming Morant, so instead it is Allen, and this time he takes it himself up for the slam. Teams kind of took turns in their periods of prosperity. A lot of runs in that first half. Thunder had runs of 12-1, 12-2, 14-3. As Dort will get the scoring going here to open up the third quarter.
Now the Thunder have 14 points off of just 9. Well, how about you just keep rising? 10 turnovers.
Memphis keeps giving it up, and Pokusevski keeps scoring in transition, the latest on that slam. Memphis is going to want to get Morant involved, but boy, the Grizzlies just keep giving it away to OKC. Pokusevski floats it up, and Roby right there, put on a platter from Aleksej Pokusevski. As Dort acrobatically knifing his way to the rim. That's something that he's going to have to refine as his career goes on. As he continues to drive and get to the rim. Putting in 21 from behind the arc. Boy, Anderson just camped out of the corner, and he's able to take advantage. Anderson thought otherwise after getting inside. No on the three from Allen, but right there, uncontested, is Valanciunas. Got 3 bigs, essentially, as Maladon dribbled it off of his foot. Morant looking for some open space, shovels it inside, and there is Brooks. And so the Grizzlies have come back to take the lead. The Thunder had an 8-0 start to this third quarter, but it's Memphis now on an 18-2 run as the runs in this game continue. And so Morant just 22% from 3, but the Thunder, after having the rebound, give it right back, and Morant is there uncontested for that slam. See a mismatch here as Morant wants to pull Moses Brown out on the perimeter. Shot clock under 5. Morant for 3, and that is good. The Thunder can't consolidate the miss. So another chance here as Brooks floats it up and in.
They're making it tough for him to make decisions with the basketball because of the pressure that they apply.
Well, you see John Morant here really trying to initiate his offense. He's been much more aggressive here in the second. Well, Memphis's offense came alive in the third. Ball sent back up. Jerome, clean look for 3, and it's right down the pipe. Thunder did a good job of shutting off the baseline. And straight away, the 3 is good. Anthony Melton had one in the first half. He's got 2 in the game. Bane twirling around, and another 3 for Anthony Melton. And in a matter of moments, it's down to 9. Melton has had the hot hand and continues. Boy, that's his third 3 in about 2 minutes. Blank off the backboard is Williams surveying the territory.
Different strengths is our greatest strength. Guard, reserve, civilian, active duty. Each unique, together, one of a kind. Join us.
Well, he's got a career high in his field goal percentage, Mike, on the season.
He also playing at mid-range. It's a terrific block by Brown. It's going to lead to a fast break opportunity.
Odd man rush as Mihailuk punches it home.
He does that a lot. And it's tough for guys like Brandon Clark to actually be a factor as he, gets his own rebound.
Williams, the near steal. Brooks stays with it and somehow spun that up. As his ball handling getting more responsibility. Winslow will set it up. Clark and the reverse.
Somebody that he can watch go to work as well. Both those guys, both him, George Hill, have been great for Moses Brown.
Both teams have had double-digit leads in this one, but the latest, the Grizzlies, as Dort tees it up. Horford active underneath, and the putback good as he banks it in. With under 2 minutes to go, as Poku had it poked free. Well, this is something that the Thunder did a really good job of here tonight, Mike.
63% of his shots are dunks. He has 5 tonight. Someone in the truck by the name of Chris Josephson told me that. That's not me, folks, but that's pretty amazing.
Daniel Tice right there at 6'8", undersized, will be sorely tested up and down this Bucs lineup. I'm not just going to say about Brook Lopez, but by Giannis, by Drew Holiday. Jaylen Brown is one of those. Make sure you get a body on him. Don't let him get a running start to the offensive glass. Jaylen Brown, he's a guy, when he takes 3 to 6 dribbles from the three-point line, he's shooting 42% from that area. So he's a guy that likes those pull-ups from deep.
He has all of Boston's points. Tice with the hammer.
Off from and kind of beats him there.
Giannis controlling back to DiVincenzo. Drew Holiday, yes sir. You mentioned 115 points. So it's a benchmark for both of these teams. Great pass. Lopez waits. No whistle there. A lot of contact. Still working, and he scored.
Good job just sticking with it by Brook Lopez inside. Into